Please let me make something beautiful, a thing that reminds us there's good in the world, a thing that reminds us there's still something out there worth fighting for. 'Cause it feels like the world has gone crazy, spinning faster and cheaper than ever before, and it feels like there's nobody giving a damn that it's getting worse. Let it be something wonderful. Let it be something beautiful. Please let me make something beautiful, a thing that reminds us there's good in the world. Note to self, clean the living room, do the things you don't wanna do, maybe fold that week old pile of clothes. Note to self, get some exercise. Feels bad and you have to try, but as far as I can tell, that's how life goes. And note to self, don't let yourself worry quite as much. It'll end up fine enough, it always has up until now. Something else, you should think of other people a little more. You should have thought of that before, cause of everything you've written down, this is the first note that you wrote for someone else. Note to self. Note to self, keep choosing her, 'cause she's yours and wonderful, and forever is a long time to be sad. And one more thing, call your mother back. Talk for too long, it's probably half what she'd like. She's the only mother that you have. Oh, don't let yourself worry quite as much. It'll end up fine enough, it always has up until now. Something else, you should think of other people a little more. You should have thought of that before, cause of everything you've written down, this is the first note that you wrote for someone else. Note to self. I don't know how long I'll have to keep reminding myself to be who I wanna be and not somebody else. Just thought by now I'd figure out the who and how I wanna be. Cause I still let myself worry way too much, and it ends up fine enough, it always has and does still now. And I still need to think of other people more. Yes, I've thought of that before. Maybe one day I'll figure out you don't find peace until you love somebody else. You don't find peace until you love somebody else. Note to self.